got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on late night for you by us. Bro Talk, we're always on the mark. It's your main man, Jason, in the director's seat. As usual, let's kick it to my bro, Dex. What up, man?
You see how you wanted attention on that welcome that you do, and we ignored you. That's what we're going to do from now on. We secretly met before the show, and we decided we're never going to give you entertainment on that again. Now, with that being said, speaking of entertainment, this morning I was watching Good Morning America, and my bro, Michael Strahan, said that he's going into space. And I know that it's not my business at all, but I'm so bothered by that. Like, all day I've been randomly thinking, like, why the hell would he be going to space with them people? Like, why would he do that? I got to mind my business when it comes to that, but it really bothers me that Michael Strahan is going into space.
Why does it bother you? Because you jealous?
I don't know. Like, I just don't think he should be doing that. Like, that's not for us. Like, let them do that.
Who is us? Like, he's
them,
not one of us.
Them, you take that. When I say them, you take that however you want to take it.
Yeah, like he's rich. He's not one of us. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
He is one of us.
Ah, okay.
And speaking of one of us, I just want to give a really quick shout out to my friends and also like our supporters. A very special holiday. We have reached our goal in a week, so that's amazing.
I was going to get to that. Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay, we reached our goal in the first week, which is insane. I'm not saying that we weren't expecting it, but I don't think we were expecting to hit it this soon. But we hit the goal, and we decided that why stop? Like, we could just adopt more families, we can help more people, and the goal at this point, we're going to keep collecting until the 6th of December. And you guys could send us right now you can still go on the GoFundMe and do it there. You can also track all of the donations, but also, like, if you want to cash up me or one of the guys, my cash app is Dexter Stuckey. My Venmo is Dexter-Stuckey.
You might want to put that in the little banner there. I'll have you do some work while we're on the break.
So what was your goal, if you don't mind?
The initial goal was $1,000, and that was based on how much we had to spend last year for the Bears, but then also adding more money into it so that we would be able to adopt families.
So you reached $1,000 in 1 week?
Yes.
All right. So can I jump in and do my little Church of God in Christ?
What you gonna do? You gonna double it?
Listen, here's our new goal. We are trying to reach $5,000, folks.
Well, we wouldn't need $5,000. That would just be let me just explain.
Let's see if we can get to $5,000. December $5,000. That's what we're going with. $5,000.
The amount of work that we would have to do now, like because we physically have to go with the read letters and families to donate to. We have to go to the grocery stores and the supermarkets.
How many? It's more than one person. Somebody can go to the store, somebody can count their money, and somebody can read these letters. We are moving to five.
They called you Creflo Dollar.
Y'all, listen. Y'all are shopping for y'all families. There are people out here who need your support, and we are on Bro Talk Live on behalf of our platform. Okay, we are trying to get these babies what they need, and we want to honor Dex and the rest of the guys, Rich and Dale. We want to honor their sacrifices and their call to serve. So we are ramping up our goal to $5,000, and we ask that you, ma'am and sir, you and you would be a very special blessing.
God, look, if we could raise $5,000, that would be a blessing. But right now, like, the goal, just as much as we can do. Like, we don't have like a specific number now because we've reached that number. But like, the more we get now, the more blessings that we can provide to families. And like, I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm like, it will, yeah. Well,
one of them humble churches that like whatever you can do.
And then what it really is, because like, to be honest with you, when we first started this, we just asked for $1, and like, I think that seeing the money that's coming in and people that are donating, it's like, I mean, truthfully, I'm not the most humble person in the world, but like it's really humbling to see like the money that's coming in. People are really supporting, so we appreciate it.
And do let me say this last thing, John. I gotta make sure we right. While we appreciate the kind of money that jingles, we'd rather get the kind that folds. God bless you.
This boy, if I ever did a fundraising effort, Will, I can promise you will not be picked up on my team. That boy will talk you out of a donation.
Hi to God, how are you?
I'm good after all that. Dex, I meant to get around to donating to this little thing.
Well, it's not too late. If you wanted to pick a difference right now.
I don't feel left out. I'm gonna go ahead and move on.
I like that turtleneck. Carl Thomas-esque. It's nice.
No.
Now I'm doing okay. I made it here on time, and so that's all that really matters, right?
That's it. You look great too. Bill, how are you, sir? Other than soliciting.
Listen, I'm just trying to get them to $5,000. I think we can do it. I say we should. Let's do it. Why not? The other people that Dex spoke about earlier are just raising all kinds of funds. Why can't we do it?
All right, Bro Talk, we are always on the mark. So, of course, we know it's all coming up, in a couple of days. We are only a few days removed from Thanksgiving, and today we're going to try to get you into the Thanksgiving mood, just because, it takes a little bit nowadays, especially with global warming. It's kind of hard to, especially over here, it's 82 degrees. Like every day. It's like, is it Thanksgiving or is it July 4th?
No turtleneck.
Well, that's because you live in Sodom Gomorrah and God is warming you all up for hell. That's better.
To get us into the spirit, here we go with the Thanksgiving anthem.
Look at here. Look. I got beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, creams, creams, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, You name it. You name it. You name it. You name it.
A classic.
That really what is the Thanksgiving.
It's a classic. It's part of our Thanksgiving shared experience.
It's our Thanksgiving hymn. If you
our hymnal. Yeah, I love it. What a classic. All right, anything else to say about Thanksgiving before we move on? Dex, you got something to say? What's going on?
I think my thing is like frozen.
You're not frozen. You're good. We're here.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. I can't. Yeah.
Definitely frozen on the thing, but I just want to give a couple shout outs really quickly in the spirit of Thanksgiving. We did just receive a donation from Matthew Winter, so thank you.
Amen.
And then also, like, Thanksgiving, one of the biggest things that to celebrate on Thanksgiving is my best friend's birthday. So happy birthday to Shakima really quickly. Just want to put that out there. Her birthday is on Thanksgiving. And I just think it's important to shout that out.
There we go. The donation was contingent, I guess, on that.
I think Dex has another shout out to give.
I take it. But okay, we'll move
on.
Oh,
no. I mean, one thing reminded me of the other.
Oh, okay. Well, you said it was really important to say it like, it was dependent on.
Anyway, Joel, Thanksgiving 2018. So this is her season.
Amen. Shout out to Joel, the show's second oldest child. So shout out to JoJo.
You want to look at your phone and say while we're here?
This boy wanted attention so bad. We just made another donation. A very sizable donation.
Y'all got to keep on giving y'all money, okay?
Come on behalf of me. Thank you, Bill. Thanksgiving, unfortunately, won't mean the same thing to a number of victims of senseless violence over the past week. Within the last week, we had a woman, her name is Jessica Covington from Philadelphia. She was shot and killed while unloading gifts from her baby shower hours earlier. So far, no arrests have been made, and a $50,000 reward has been offered for information that leads to a suspect in custody once again, just unloading gifts out of her trunk from her baby shower. Pregnant woman shot and killed along with her child. Awful news. We also heard of another killing in Philadelphia one day earlier. 24-year-old Sakia Patton was shot in the left chest, left arm, and lower back while walking with her twin 5-year-old children. The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office approved a murder and VUFA charges against her boyfriend, 28-year-old Donovan Crawford. If that wasn't enough, we have the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph, who lost his life last week at the hands of two gunmen who shot him while he was inside of a cookie shop, famous cookie shop in the area. No one has necessarily been arrested in connection to that crime, but another senseless act of gun violence in Memphis, where they actually don't even have any any laws at all with guns. Like, you could go to Walmart, buy a gun, and carry it on you out in the open. Does not matter in Memphis, Tennessee. Ridiculous. This is the scene from Makia's. This is that cookie shop that Young Dolph was shot at. This was at a memorial. People were going there to pay their respects, and gunshots rang out even there. One person actually was shot and injured. No one died part of this shooting. 3 men have been arrested in connection with this particular shooting, not the Young Dolph necessarily shooting, but in this shooting, 3 people were arrested for shooting while driving by in a car. Ridiculousness. Speaking of ridiculousness, Soulja Boy, who wants to beef with Young Dolph over him being independent or something like that, had this to say about the death of the Memphis rapper.
Y'all big homie dead. I supposed to be sad and shit. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Y'all nigga lame, man. Y'all got me fucked up. Cause if that would have been me, y'all nigga would have been laughing and shit and cracking jokes, and it wouldn't have been no rest in peace, Soulja Boy. The fuck, nigga? It don't work like that. I can see a nigga, if y'all would have squashed that shit, if y'all would have been like, man, it's all good, Soulja, we were just playing, nigga, we fuck with you. Boom. I would have been like, yo, respect, like, da-da-da-da. Y'all niggas were just telling me I'm a bitch and y'all gonna slap me and y'all gonna shoot me and do this and do that. Man, ain't no motherfucking nigga. Fuck that. Nigga, just 2 days before that shit, you were talking about what you was gonna do to me, nigga. So now I'm supposed to be here the whole 360, 80 turn, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Stop playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me, because it would have been a whole party. Soulja Boy dead. Ha. Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. How about next time, stay out my motherfucking DMs and watch your motherfucking mouth? How about that, nigga?
Unhinged soldier.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. You hear me?
Well, we can always depend on Soulja Boy to lighten the mood. I guess we could say that. Like, the mood has been lifted a little bit. I think the guy's just ridiculous, and like a person died at the end of the day, and it's like this is your reaction to it, Soulja. And I guess in the spirit of lightening the mood, have a quick shout out to Steve Fulton, who just did a donation.
Come on, 4 men, babies. Come on. We're accepting money all night and all week. Come on, till December the 6th.
Just like donation through, like the whole show, just like every minute we want a donation.
That's right. We want to call it a
telethon.
We want to
do a telethon
on the roll. So just keep on donating.
The senseless gun violence in Philadelphia alone was alarming. That this happened to 2 women in Philadelphia. You guys have any thoughts or connections with either of those murders, since you guys live in the Philadelphia area?
I mean, first things first, if you have murders in Philadelphia that we're going to cover on this show, we'd like to be notified first.
Absolutely.
Know those people, number one. Number two, I'm not alarmed by anything that happens in Philadelphia. I mean, there's just no level that the people in this city. I mean, I think William and I were talking earlier, and we were like, just at this point, just throw the whole city away. Like, we're done. There's no level.
When you're getting to the point where you're setting up, because that's what happened here. When you're setting up pregnant women to get killed, like that, it's weird because I do feel how Tyler feels, where it's like every day you turn on the news, it's kind of like, oh, something crazy is happening. But shooting pregnant women is just on a different level to me. Like that is just
there's no lengths that the people in this city aren't willing to go
seriously.
Be ridiculous.
And
Like
what were you
going to kill? Like babies, pregnant people, old people. Like they killed an old guy.
Like accidentally. This was done on purpose. Like
but
you know,
your carelessness. Like you will literally see someone you want to shoot, and we talked about this exact thing. You will see someone you want to shoot. You don't care who's in between those people. You'll kill them.
Just shoot
everyone in the way. Like you don't even care about. Like you could be at a park, kids could be playing. You could be in front of a school. Like these people, you could be at a bus stop when school just got out. I'm telling you, these people in this city. I mean, just go ahead and drop a bomb on us. We're done.
And will you? Do you?
I don't have the energy. And no, you can take the camera off me. This is too sobering of a thing to have to deal with again. I have people that knew the young lady who was killed leaving her baby shower. A student of mine was killed again. Another student of mine was killed like 3 days ago. And I found out like while at a field, like it's insane. Like there has to be some sort of I don't want to get into the whole like systemic how it's just being fueled, but like there are other forces at work that are fueling this fire. Like it's just insane.
I don't even know what the solution for Philadelphia is. I just
because
honestly I don't know what to do. I just listen, at this point I mean, besides shoot back, I can't help. Like I don't really know what to do in Philadelphia. It's ridiculous. It really is.
What about the Soulja Boy situation with whatever's supposed to be like? Soulja Boy's not the only person that was alleged to have a beef with Mr. Young Dolph. Yo Gotti apparently is curiously notoriously adverse against Young Dolph as well as whoever he rolls with. So Soulja Boy speaking this out in this way seemed just kind of cold and callous, especially since they didn't really have any sort of like gang rivalry. It seemed like it was just about Young Dolph's allegations that he was independent. I'm not really sure why that got so personal.
So for me, right, my whole thing is if a person is not alive to defend themselves, you probably shouldn't be, because you sure wasn't that vocal when he was. I didn't even know you had a beef with him.
Exactly. Like just say rest in peace and move on.
You were doing what exactly? And then the second thing is word on the street is they got the homegirl with the little French roll from Memphis, the 48-hour show. 48 hours.
Oh yeah. The detective.
Listen, they done towed in a car and got a license plate. Count your days.
It's gonna be over in about 48 hours. That's
what was crumping up that bang. You better count your days, okay?
Yeah, I will say this: like if you're having a beef with somebody and they die, first of all, I was reading about his story. Like, it looked like people try to kill him weekly. Like he had that happens a lot for him. Like what type of I don't know what type of stuff he has going on, but people, I'm like, well, damn, it's like he was shot this time and recovery and all this other stuff, and like. People were trying to kill this guy weekly. I don't know what type of stuff he was into. But Soulja Boy, I mean, if someone dies, it's just time for you to shut up. It doesn't matter if you had a beef. Because, like, how stupid do you sound?
Well, he's upset that people wouldn't have mourned him if he was the one that got shot.
I mean, we would have mourned Soulja Boy as the king of modern day hip hop, and we would have moved on.
We would have done it appropriately. Okay.
Right.
All right. That's fair. All right. Anything else to say about this? Shall we move on?
Please.
No, we're done.
Please. Get up. I'm sorry. Look, it happened. I have to report the news.
I'm reporting out.
Like Todd, you got to let us know because.
And Jason, you did it in your news voice. I was very impressed.
I did that. It's time for the updates.
Up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
1 week after writing her unhappiness having the biggest opening, I think for the second time since Lemonade, Summer Walker is back on the scene. Everybody, you guys happy to see Miss Summer? Like, you guys aren't happy to see Summer? Why are you laughing? Summer Walker is back on the scene. She's found some happiness. It seems like here she is pictured with Mary J. Blige, queens of sad, riding sad to number one. Mary J. Blige and Summer Walker.
Mary looks
there we
good.
Go. Summer, you like Summer?
I can't tell.
Look at Mary.
I can't tell if it's Mary looks good because she's standing next to whatever that is, or because Mary just looks amazing. I can't tell what it is.
Because Mary's cleaned up, and that waist is snapped
and stayed there.
But I don't know what Erykah Badu has on. Jesus.
What in the homeless cotton candy is going on? Says Brittany. Yeah. Someone say she look like Apollo Laundry.
She does actually.
But Summer's found happiness. We cannot take this away from her. She's posted with her new man, Larry. She has his name tattooed on that face now, right on that side temple.
Which one is
and he has Summer tattooed on his face. So they got matching face tattoos.
Who was she with before?
She was with London on the Track.
That's
now
over?
she is. Yeah, that's over now.
That's what
the album
was
was basically about him, and she has moved on. Larry's also known as LVRD Pharaoh. I don't know.
And he does what exactly?
He's a
look. I hope
on the Instagram page it says artist. So
I hope he's an artist and not a producer, because the last time you got with a producer, you start getting paid 15 cents on the dollar. You can't afford to be with another producer.
Oh wow, I missed that whole thing. I need to start keeping up with modern day hip hop and what they be doing.
That's what we're here for, Ty. She posts the following on Instagram. Moral of the story is: if you listen to my album, learn from your mistakes, pick yourself up, heal, find happiness, and most importantly, move on. It's funny how life works. I never thought right after experiencing the lowest point of my life, I'd be the happiest I'd ever been in my whole life. God is good. Got the face tattoo.
Spend some time I feel like she was just with this London guy not too long ago. You already have this new person tattooed on your face. Like, you like abuse, because this guy is going to be the same exact dirtbag.
You don't know Larry. Larry might be real. Like
Larry, just like all the other ones.
Don't go blaming God because you want to rebound, and then Larry he only here to finish the job. Then what you gonna do?
Oh yeah, Larry's gonna do his thing.
And you will
be album number 3.
It's funny. Speaking of Larry, though, I was talking to my friend Vondell, and he was like, "There's no way that she would get a tattoo of this guy's name, and he just hasn't been around." And then Larry spoke up and was like, "I've been here." So now my question is, Larry, when she was recording this album and you listened to her spill her guts about another man, and you've been here, how did you feel? That's why she got that tattoo. He was like, "You didn't embarrass me. I'm gonna take you to Thanksgiving. Get the tattoo. Get the tattoo."
Wait a minute.
Got the narrative.
Why your homie gonna say, Mr. Larry, we need you in a multi-purpose room?
not Miss Larry, Mr. Larry.
Larry the church deacon.
Larry's an older name, isn't it? But you know, I'd be so iffy about talking about people's names because, like, you know, my name is Dexter, so I'm like, maybe I can't get in on these jokes. So I
don't talk about people's names either. You know what I'm working with.
Yeah.
Moving on. Will Smith is divulging more into his sex life with his new biography, Will. He has the following quote: "I had sex with so many women," talking about after he broke up with his girlfriend that he'd been dating since he was 16, "and it was so constitutionally disagreeable to the core of my being that I developed a psychosomatic reaction to having an orgasm. It would literally make me gag and sometimes even vomit."
How nasty is that? You have an orgasm, quote unquote.
From where?
And then vomit afterwards? Like, is that what's happening?
From where, though? Because depending on where it's coming from, we all do.
Okay.
What?
Never mind.
I'm not touching that.
That is enough from.
Well, it's like coming out of a certain part of your body. I think that maybe
that's enough. Thank you so much.
I'm confused. I want to know what you're saying.
No,
Don't say
no, we don't want to. We don't want to know on air. That's.
I do.
I bet you do.
I was just
Are
making
we
a
done with Will and Jada's sex tales?
Please, first of all, you just using words. It was so constitutionally unagreeable with a psychosomatic. What? Shut up. And then why would your wife tweet you and say, "Congratulations, Will Smith"?
Are we not babe Will Smith? You gotta say his name.
Like, is that anything wrong?
Maybe it's the whole Marilyn Monroe thing. Happy birthday, Mr. President. That type of thing.
And she still used a title in love for the man she was sleeping with.
Jada ain't sleeping with the man, so why should she use the title?
Well, because clearly she thinks she's having sex with the ghost of Tupac, like on what's the Not Another Teen movie or one of them movies.
Yeah, the ghost of August. She's having sex with anybody who can go away.
August ain't dead. He just blind.
I really think we're looking too much into this. I really think that Will is just talking a code for ejaculation. That's what he did. He ejaculated. That's what he did. Nobody's. Because if you were getting that sick and gagging and vomiting, you wouldn't keep going back for more. Like, you were having sex with these girls because you wanted to, you were ejaculating and you enjoyed it, and now you're trying to make it like you were this prissy ass man and you were not. I'm sorry, prissy man and you were not. Let's stop doing that.
Hold on, I love how you apologize for. I love how you edited out the ass and not the prissy. Like, that was the problem.
Prissy's a bad word. You can't say that.
Yeah, you can say prissy. You didn't.
I feel like if you have sex with a
why
woman,
would prissy be bad, Dex? Let's explore that.
I don't know. Like, you said it was a bad word.
Well, you used it as an insult. What are you talking about?
I meant it like oh, because I'm saying he's like soft and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you said prissy.
Let's workshop this, Dex. Let's explore how this could be taken the wrong way.
Well, maybe not, because people probably missed it. Now I'm gonna get in trouble.
Let's do ethics 101, just right here on Bro Talk. Let's do it.
You can say prissy as an insult. You can use priss as an insult.
Some people can. I don't think necessarily we can.
We're
gray area.
Jason, we're not doing this.
2021, guys. You gotta get ready.
You can say prissy without insinuating.
I don't know if you can. I feel like we should look it up. Let's Google. Is prissy okay to say in public? I don't know if it is.
Jason, I don't care. I'm not gonna stop saying so. You can move on. Go to your next story.
Given the people you work for, who cares?
Big Meech, but Larry Hoover's concert is actually happening after all. It'll happen on December 9th. As Jay Prince told Kanye to say on that paper last week we showed you. Kanye and Drake will be uniting here in LA at the Los Angeles Coliseum, and they will go ahead and Coliseum. There's some congestion up in there. You okay? Is that COVID?
I'm just.
What's going up in that? What's going on in them lungs? What's happening in them lungs? I heard some congestion.
Los Angeles. What is it called, Jason? The
Coliseum.
Oh, Coliseum.
Jason, will you be going and providing live coverage for Bro Talk Live?
If you guys give me a press pass, I'll be there.
I can get live.
Let's do it. I'll be there. Yeah, if you give me a press pass, I'll go 100%.
Please wear a bulletproof vest because I don't got good feelings about this.
I don't think Jason should go because he don't like to shoot back. He one of them people.
He doesn't. He's very prissy. He's a California liberal.
Very prissy.
Enormously prissy.
I guess it's okay to use the word now, huh?
See how I did that?
That's not my boy. I mean, Drake's my boy.
No, you used the word prissy just now.
To describe,
I didn't say that.
Different.
Roll the tape back. Roll it back. All right, it's time to explore Thanksgiving. You guys got to pick your plate. Okay, here we go. We got one from each row. You guys let me know what your letters are, and you can play along here in the comments. Let us know what your letters are, and fix your Thanksgiving plate alongside us. All right, what you guys going with? can unmute yourselves.
Who came up with this? Who came up with row 3? Because
row 3 is the one that it is. C. I'm going with C.
I don't see near collard green. Ain't there cabbage on there? What? Who did that?
That pumpkin pie, that sweet potato pie picture, that's definitely not a picture of a sweet potato pie.
Did you
Not
see that
like
little lettuce cover in there? You didn't like that?
And who is roasting up squash in place of meat?
Plenty of people who don't eat meat.
All right, I'll show you the list one more time so we guys can have
Pilgrims. The pilgrims.
them pilgrims. They're responsible for this whole list. Here we go. Once and for all.
Pilgrims are roasting up syphilis. We know that.
All right, I'll do. Where do we gotta type it or say it?
Oh, I would love
just
to
let
eat
us know. You
Rusty's
can
for
say it.
Thanksgiving.
I'll do a squash.
Oh, girl.
I'll do mashed potatoes.
You've never seen a squash. If you
I'll do
don't get,
green bean casserole, and I will do pumpkin pie.
can we mute him, Jason, please?
I think I would just do C the whole row. I'll do the chicken, the stuff, and the Brussels sprouts, and I have sweet potato pie, and that's it.
Absolutely not. And my plate is obviously on separators because I can't have my food to touching. But I'm going to do A,
Grow up.
1, 3, and 4. And I'm going to go ahead and do 7 and 8. You can skip everything in that salad row because I don't see nary a vegetable I eat.
Jason, when you do yours, can you say the actual items since we do a podcast? That's
for the pod. Sorry, you're correct. Thank you for acknowledging that, Dex. We have turkey, ham, chicken, and roasted squash on row A. The roasted squash is the vegetarian option for our vegs. On row 2, we have mac and cheese. We have mashed potatoes, stuffing, and bread rolls. No sweet potatoes there, notably. In row 3, we have the salad. We have the green bean casserole, Brussels sprouts, and stuffed mushrooms. Why are you guys laughing? Number 4, pumpkin pie with that dollop of daisy on top.
And that's a dollop.
Pecan, however you pronounce it, pie. Sweet potato pie with that lattice covering over the top.
And that's the lattice.
Lattice. And then we have apple pie, the traditional. A lot of comments, a lot of people here in the comments probably going off.
Are you guys like of the school of thought that black people don't eat pumpkin pie?
Absolutely.
I eat pumpkin pie. I enjoy pumpkin pie.
We're talking about
why Jason, you laugh? You say I'm not black, Bill. Why you laugh?
We're talking about African Americans, Jason. You do not qualify for this conversation.
You know what's weird? Like I like pumpkin pie. I think it's like
they're already talking about you in the comments. They say you have a Karen diet, you eat like a Republican, so you don't count in this either.
You don't count.
Conversation is between Will and I.
I eat like money. Y'all jealous?
No. You eat like a white lady.
White ladies, and what white ladies got? They got money, right?
They got something.
I have never seen anybody but a white woman in a BMW X7. I'm just saying.
You're like Karen, Jesus.
Well, I'm not eating like no rabbit like you, and I'm driving the BMW X5.
Okay.
Car.
I said X7. That's the expensive.
Well, I'm telling
They'll say, give me the whole plate. Give me the whole poster.
The whole I know that's right.
I talked about this last
and this goes to Dex's point. The reason this is Dex's point because he said 1 meat, 1 starch, 1 vegetable, and that was all you were allowed to have.
And 1 dessert. And then
who said that? Who said
that? I said it. I think that's all we need at Thanksgiving. But let me tell you something else. That's not even an option. All this stuff on here, we're like, we don't eat this, we don't eat this. What's not an option on this screen is potato salad, because potato salad does not belong on the Thanksgiving menu.
And don't. So Jason, after potato salad, if you're gonna have mashed potatoes, I realized people do in fact make potato salad. I couldn't think about it.
The thing is, these are the same people who make spaghetti and eat a side of fried chicken with it. Like they think that's normal. This is
people really do. What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
you have
like to overeat.
You have spaghetti and have little wing things with it.
Never seen nothing like it in my life.
Wing things, and then you have like a little side salad. Because you're not supposed to like
No wing
dump
days.
a whole bunch of spaghetti. You're supposed to have like a little bit.
Spaghetti is its own meal.
Literally, it's its own meal. All you need is
not,
Hawaiian sweet
It is.
rolls.
It's not no
olive
side dish.
oil.
I'll be trying to make spaghetti into a side dish. It's not
And
acceptable.
not everybody trying to go off on Dexter now. It's been a while since I pitched y'all out too. I'm gonna keep going.
He's so proud. He's so happy.
Dex,
so
we got
happy,
any
bro.
we got any more donations while we're sitting here?
Dex, I feel like you would make stuffed mushrooms. I
Not yet.
expect a donation every minute.
Y'all not donating. We need y'all to donate. We need to stop. Come on, where's your money?
No, people really make spaghetti.
Where's your money?
Come on,
What are
come on,
you
Frank.
doing?
People really make spaghetti with the little wing things. Y'all never heard of this?
That's not normal. Like it's not okay to do that.
It's
No,
not.
it's
It's not acceptable. That's what it is. It's not acceptable.
No.
Well, because y'all, I don't know. If you have,
I don't know. Wait a minute. Time out. Why are we even listening to Ty? He already talking about roasted squash, and he's never seen a squash in his life.
I definitely have
Let's
seen
move
this.
on. We still have politics to talk about, and we haven't even gotten to any of the Trump stuff.
Jason, why you
But
waste my time? Anything goes on this show. It's an internet show. Just go with the
anything
flow.
goes. Let's.
No, because I need to be able to package it. I can't package it because Ty, you over
Let's
here trying
start you off
to-
with Ted Cruz's thoughts on the upcoming Olympics in Beijing.
I really hope our young men and women that they go over there and kick their commie asses. We need to win in the Olympics.
Okay. Putting that.
What?
Okay.
He came out so strong.
He swung real hard.
That sounds like William.
I really hope our young men and women that they go over there and kick their commie asses. We need.
He's trying to get elected so bad. Like he's so pathetic to me.
It's not gonna happen.
Like he wants to be president so bad.
And at this point, I don't even think he wants to be president. I think he just wants attention. Like he really wants to be noticed. Speaking of noticed, speaking of wanting to be noticed.
So
Well, they are
Then we have
coming.
Trump.
Just
Then we had Trump. You're not supposed to say
It's still happening. In the
Just by way of announcement, the People's Republic of China is a communist country.
I know, but to call them commies is just offensive.
We're not saying
Uh,
commies.
move-
We're not doing that. We're not going to kick
Yeah,
commies.
it's just-
We're not
yeah,
doing
it's like-
that.
yeah. I'm not
And
gonna
why
compare
are you
it to
going back to
something else.
Beijing? I need to know.
Sounds stupid as shit.
Trump did an interview where he decided that gas was twice the national high.
Gasoline was $1.87. That was a year ago. And now it's, I guess, just hit $7.50 in California, the rest to follow. And I predicted this. I
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
How much is gas? How much is gas?
He said $7.
gasoline was $1.87. That was a year ago. And now it's, I guess, just hit $7.50 in California, the rest to
I need gas, $7.50.
No,
Jason,
gas
I'm
ain't no
gonna
damn
put that up
$7.50. Per CNN business, gas prices hit a high of $4.60.
It's not fucking
No,
ridiculous.
well, it's close enough.
That's
No,
basically $7.50.
Round up.
$7.50. Come on.
It's close enough.
Trump is right here. As soon as those Dems get their behinds in office, here come gas shooting up.
Sky high.
Well,
Can we
Like last time I remember gas prices this high is when you know who had his little black tail in there.
Well, I will say though that I don't when I go to the gas station, I don't look at the price of gas. I don't care what the
Ooh,
price of
money.
gas is. No, not necessarily. The car's just gonna get $20. So like it's gonna get whatever. It doesn't matter how much it is. But I knew
The gas
that
station right down the street from my house is $4.78. So
that's
it's
$7.
Yeah,
It's not.
that's-
It's not. It's
that's
not
not
50. Like, what are you talking about?
50 cents.
It's giving
I knew that the
$7.
gas. I
I'm
knew
just
that the
giving you
gas.
Monday's numbers because that's what's going to be.
Yeah. I knew gas was bad when I did my $20 in there and I got back in the car and it wasn't even a half a tank. Like gas is expensive and Donald Trump is right. I don't necessarily know if it was
He's not right. He told a lie. What are you talking
Donald
about?
Trump
He
is
is-
right.
Can't
he is
say
right.
he's right.
Donald Trump is right here. I don't want
He's
anyone
not.
to think Donald Trump is wrong. He's right.
Gas was only $1.87. It probably was only like 87 cents when Sweet Daddy was in office.
But we also
We had them gas prices where they needed to be.
Sleepy Joe was in here. It's $9 a gallon for gas. Like, what are we gonna do?
But also with Donald Trump though, the gas was also $1 because we were on lockdown, so there's no reason to go outside and drive.
Like,
There
no
is
place
no
to go.
need for gas.
No, don't try to act like y'all don't know that. As soon as those Democrats get in office, here
That
comes the
gas
gas
go up.
price.
You know it. That gas gets sky high.
Well, speaking about
They
president,
don't know why, but they
our
know
president.
Let's
Our
not go too
president.
deep with that.
Your
that
president.
hour. But Joe is trying to help it though.
Our president spent the day.
Joe was trying to do a lot of stuff. He's doing so much trying, not enough doing.
Not
spent the day
enough.
honoring our military bill with a Thanksgiving meal.
I can't.
Look at him.
I can't.
Look at that.
Do you know how long it's probably taking him to put that?
Look how slow he's moving.
And
No.
he probably fell asleep doing that. That's what was taking to look at him sleep.
Them people gotta eat, Joe. Go sit down.
Now and look, Will. Now he wearing a mask.
Now he want to wear. And look, Jill got to lean over every 2 seconds. Jill, honey, you're here. Or do you know where we are?
Ooh, I'm mashed
He was
potatoes.
also dealing with the fallout.
Look at that water they put on people's plate.
Why you touching the? Why you touching the
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Struggling.
Just fingering it first.
Struggling.
But look at them mashed potatoes. Is that what y'all taters look like?
And
Why
this
are
all-
they
That
dragging?
military
I
food
don't-
ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke.
They feed them anything.
Well, that's what they be serving you?
Anything.
Slapping that water on your plate?
And I mean, they slap it on there.
You know that's box mashed potatoes with the water.
No,
like
wait.
I'm aware.
This is what I'll be talking about when it comes to Joe Biden. He literally is up there. He's doing next to nothing. And people in the comments, oh my God, look at him serving our military brothers and sisters.
That's right.
It's too much for me. Y'all are obsessed with Joe Biden for no reason.
For no and y'all say y'all's president got up there and said, "That's justice. Kyle Rittenhouse deserved justice."
Well, we'll get to that. Hold on. Let me
I can
talk.
talk.
Can I get to my story? Jesus Christ.
Come on.
He's recovering from the fallout from this.
President.
Just shut up. For once. Jesus.
We don't like your little president.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Very clearly. No secrets held right there. Joe Biden, once again, like I was saying, had this to say about this verdict.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read?
Unbelievable. Not guilty, right? Joe,
what did you think would happen?
This is America. The law was designed to protect
relax. It was sarcasm. Relax.
You see that, Judge?
Relax. It was sarcasm. Here's what Joe Biden had to say. Jesus Christ.
Well, look, I stand by what the jury has concluded. The jury system works, and we have to abide by it.
Look at it. Play that.
Bumbling.
Play that back again and look at the black Secret Service agent when y'all do it this time.
Well, look, I stand by what the jury has concluded. The jury system works, and we have to abide by it.
Not that Uncle Ruckus eye.
He cut that eye at him. Oh yeah.
You know, this is kind of going to be a little weird coming from me, but I don't disagree with Joe Biden. I think that, I mean, literally this year, we saw what happens if you if he would have said anything opposite of that, that would have given people like, they would embolden people to like protest and whatnot. And like the last time that happened, we had the Capitol riots, and he would have gotten blamed for that. I think it kind of makes sense to, as the president, to be like, you know what, we got to respect our justice system, because if you don't say that, and then people decide to take matters into their own hand, you see what happens in this country. Can't control.
Well, he's getting.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone was going to do much about it because of who the victims were.
Just
the criticism that he's. Sorry, I'm just trying to direct the conversation. The criticism that he's getting now is because of these comments that he made when he was a presidential candidate, and they were quite the opposite.
Well, look, I don't know enough to know whether that 17-year-old kid exactly what he did, but allegedly he's part of a militia coming out of the state of Illinois. Have you ever heard this president say one negative thing about white supremacists? Have you ever heard it? That's the reason I got back in this race, because what happened in Charlottesville. People coming out of the woods carrying torches.
So that's what he said when he was a candidate. Kyle Rittenhouse, of course, was asked about this, of course, by Fox News in a recent interview.
What did you make of the President of the United States calling you a white supremacist?
Mr. President, if I could say one thing to you, I would urge you to go back and watch the trial and understand the facts before you make a statement.
That's not a small thing to be called that.
No, it's actual malice, defaming my character for him to say something like that.
I think running people down the street defamed your character.
That's how you clear.
Do you like that, Dak?
Kyle got him together. Kyle let him know what time it was.
I just feel like you gun people down the street, like your character is done. So don't you defame my character, like, dude.
Well, he's saying it wasn't never a race thing. He didn't kill a black person.
I mean, it wasn't about race. He gunned down anybody in his way.
It was a Black Lives Matter protest, though.
Well, he said he loves Black Lives Matter.
This case has nothing to do with race. It never had anything to do with race. It had to do with the right to self-defense.
Right.
I'm not a racist person. I support the BLM movement. I support peacefully demonstrating. And I believe there needs to be change. I believe there's a lot of prosecutorial misconduct, not just in my case, but in other cases. And it's just amazing to see how much a prosecutor can take advantage of somebody.
Throw him away. I know he
got up there and said, "I support peaceful movement," fresh off a murder trial. I know.
Okay, Snoop Dogg. But his people that were paying for him to get out of jail are about to disown him now, because I know he didn't.
Why? Because he say he supports BLM.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're done with his ass. Like, he's about to get a couple cash app requests. Like, run me my cash back.
And he gonna raise more money than we did quickly, and we didn't even kill nobody.
I mean, I think it's a strategy. I think well, this is just my opinion. I think the Republicans are now flipping from the whole "we hate blacks" thing to the "let's unite with blacks," because we had this whole common thing that there are some blacks that don't like the vaccine. So let's unite with the whole free movement and not necessarily go against blacks, but let's unite and say we're all about freedom. Whether that means freedom of protest, because now the shoe's on the other foot. Back when Trump was in office, it was up to the left to do the protesting. But now that Trump is out of the office, it's up to the right to do the protest because the left is in control. So now they are all for protests. It's all strategy, guys.
Think that the Republicans are pairing up with the blacks because they.
I'm not saying pairing up. I'm saying they're dropping the Black Lives Matter thing.
They are doing the same thing that the liberals do, and they are pandering so they can get back in power. Pander to power.
Yeah,
but just a word of the wise as a former voting Republican, I just don't think that you guys
credit for that.
I really don't want you guys to hitch your train to these African Americans, because I'm telling you now, black people will play with you. They will pretend like they like you, and I'm telling you, they will fuck you up. I'm telling you, don't mess with black people. I'm telling you, they will infiltrate your system and blow it up. I'm just saying.
Black people need to stop voting for these Democrats.
We love trolling too. We will troll you all
the I am on here to declare that I have switched to Republican side because I might as well be rich. Because the Dems ain't doing a damn thing.
We can't have You got to
There's 3 Republicans here.
We can't all. One of us got to be over there with Jason, and then
Jason is a Democrat by himself.
Okay, wonderful. With that being said, let's do our part to fight racism.
I'm about to leave.
Will anyone fight for me?
Reigning song of the year. Speaking of the Grammys nominations came out today. Not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this. Apparently, what were you saying?
I said it's not that vote.
Oh, did you? That's unfortunate. Apparently, it was an issue in the Ahmaud Arbery trial that Mr. Arbery was basically just minding his business, living his life, just being who he is, even in the area of, I think it's called Still Shores or something like that, where he was killed. Listen to how the defense describes the gall of Ahmaud to have the audacity to think that he should even be in that area.
Of what brought Ahmaud Arbery to Satilla Shores in his khaki shorts with no socks to cover his long, dirty toenails.
In court. In court. The prosecutor says that in court. I'm sorry, not the prosecutor, the defense says that in court.
Cover his long, dirty toenails. That was just
I don't know what happened in Ahmaud's life to have him be there with khaki shorts with no socks to cover his long, dirty toenails. Like, what? His mom actually walked out of the courtroom when that happened. It's just awful.
Because she's about to whoop her ass.
Absolutely. Like, are you crazy?
But you know what's crazy though? Like, at this point, people making these outlandish statements like this, like, you would think that it's just like, we're done with this or whatever. But just remember the judge in the Rittenhouse case. Like, this stuff doesn't matter. And I think it enrages us, it pisses us off. But then we get these verdicts, and it's just like, well, now of course you would say something like that because you're emboldened to say it. Because look at the results. Look what happens.
They're upset because he didn't get captured.
Where he was. Whatever overwhelming reason he had to avoid being captured that day and arrested by the police, he chose to fight. He chose to fight. Without any sense of reason, to run at a man wielding a shotgun, leaving him with no other alternative but to be placed in the position of killing another human being.
No other choice.
How stupid. You know what's crazy is, like, these people agree with what she's saying, and they're like, yeah, he had no other alternative. There was an alternative. You're the aggressor. I don't even want to talk about this. I'm done. Why is the camera on me? Like, what's up? I'm done.
Jason, like, you're on mute, and you should know better at this point.
Sorry, I'm on mute. I'm sorry. I was saying, I'm sorry I didn't get you off in enough time for you to move on from your point. I'm sorry, Ty.
Yeah, I'm done. I just can't even. Let Dexter talk. He'll get us through.
We're done. We can move on. I just wanted to present that so you guys know what's happening in the Ahmaud Arbery case.
You had a good one.
Now, back to Friendsgiving. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Oh, sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to put you there.
Go ahead,
because what?
So this game is called the Name Game. So there's this game going on online. Have you guys heard of it? Where people are looking up their names on Urban Dictionary and seeing what it reads, right? So I want you guys now to guess which one is whose name based on the description, and we will see who's who. Okay, we'll see who got what right. Okay.
Like us?
Yes, us. We're going to read the descriptions. You guys let me know who's
seen a damn thing.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do this first one. All right, so this first one, here we go. Let's read. An amazing yet difficult person, blank tends to be a charmer and will cast you under their spell with their smile. They tend to be runners, but only for running from themselves. They make the greatest friends and amazing long-time lovers. They have the biggest heart and just simply need to be loved. Never break. Oh, that's hard to say. Never break blank's trust. Just because once you do, there's no second chances. Learn to be kind and patient with a blank, and you'll forever have a friend. Love a blank, and it will be the greatest gift of all. Who is it?
That's Dexter.
That's a Dexter Stucky.
Wow.
Okay, you're saying Dexter?
Absolutely.
I'm saying Dexter.
Actually, William.
No.
Oh.
That literally sounds like me in real life, though. Like that is me.
All right, let's try this next one.
Yeah, it could be William too, though.
Blank is an extremely
That's Dexter.
That's Dexter.
Sarcastic guy. He may act like an a-hole, but behind all that, he really cares about everyone in his life. If blank talks to you, consider yourself lucky that it means he really cares about you, even though he has a funny way of showing it sometimes. Blank are great in bed and known for looking at weird crap on the internet. Blank are the best friends and usually always happy.
Jason,
that's me other than the internet thing, because I don't be up on the internet.
This is either you or Ty. I'm getting heavy Ty vibes from this because he's rude as a. But
this is Urban Dictionary. Once again, we didn't write these. This is
It's
just
one
what
of
the
y'all.
internet thinks of each name.
I'm gonna go
So
with
you're saying-
Internet thing, but other than that,
it's gotta be Jason.
I'm gonna go with Ty.
Okay, it's actually Jason. Yeah, it is Jason.
Oh, that internet thing is true. Jason, internet search is strange.
Internet searches are strange.
It's weird though because they're like Ty don't talk to nobody, so of course it's not him.
All right, Latoya guessed that one right. Jay also guessed it, and Eric. All right, moving on. Here we go. Blank. Ooh, a sweet, caring, and going out guy that's a good friend. Blanks are good boys.
That definitely ain't me.
Probably the best anyone could ever have. They always give you the best hugs and the best laugh. Everything about them is perfect. The gap between them teeth when they smile makes them unique. Ooh.
Oh, not that gap.
You know that's not me.
They are adorable little things. Okay, and love music.
That's either one of us. That
Jason, you nasty. You are nasty.
This is Urban Dictionary. I didn't make these up.
But here's the thing: they had multiple definitions, and you chose the nastiest one for Dexter. You deserve to be slapped.
I don't hug nobody,
and he ain't got no gap. And he ain't got no gap.
Cook for her, teach her how to play football, and work out with her. I don't know.
Oh, Dexter mainly loves football.
He'll never miss an opportunity to tell her how much she means to him, how much he loves her, because honestly, down with all his heart. He's very loving, but also afraid of change. Okay. I guess his lover in his life, and that is Dexter's. Dexter, there you go.
You chose a better one for Dex. Like
no,
there wasn't.
Better for Dexter.
Wait, this thing says when times get tough, Dexter will abandon you because they're confused and sometimes they don't think straight. What the hell? What, you not like me?
I didn't pick it. That's what they said on Urban Dictionary. I didn't pick it. I didn't pick these. What are you doing? And last but not least, we have Tyshawn.
I don't love people. That's out. I can't
Tyson
stand
is a great guy. Loves people. Yes, he has issues.
Hella issues. That's me.
But he will always have fun and always be there for you whenever you need. He is also a lovable guy, very handsome, and dresses like a boss.
Oh, I know that's right. Bossed out.
There goes our friends for Friendsgiving.
Y'all see me.
Dex, you feel like you got the short end of the stick? I feel like you got the longest stick.
Whenever you do this, you always manage to like screw Dex.
Always.
I screwed myself. I called myself an asshole, a sarcastic guy who said weird crap on the internet.
That's what Jason. That's not a lie. What are you talking about?
That's exactly Jason. The stuff you send us, like I'm not even allowed to look at it in public. So that's weird.
No, seriously. And the volume is always low. But you know, I will say though, like the part about mine that offends me the most is that it said a gap in the teeth. Like that really bothered me. Like that is so offensive.
because you're former Gap. They know you, bro.
They don't know me.
Down to the bone.
Wait, I do have one more question though. Since we're talking about me, do you guys think I'm an acquired taste?
Absolutely.
You are definitely an acquired taste.
For people with decent taste, Dex.
Thanks, Will.
No, you're an acquired taste for sure.
Well, how come everybody want to be friends with me then?
When I first encountered you, you were being really rude to somebody behind me. I didn't know you.
Well, why people still want to be friends with me then?
I think you're over
people like people who are assholes because they're like they feel protected once they get.
How many people we talking? Who are we talking? What's the number?
People want to be friends with me?
Yeah.
Let's not get started.
I got a question. I got a question.
All right.
It is now time for Q&A. Before we do that, I want to preface by saying, y'all know I don't tolerate no Dex slander. We joke around on this show, but y'all know I don't tolerate no slander about Dex. So with that being said, he has no gap.
He tolerates slander about you.
He don't play about him.
I don't. And that's wrong, okay? So tonight, we have questions from people who oh, that sounds like a...
I know that's right, Jason. Go ahead, write these things.
Polly Pocket. My God, from Zion. Only here for a good time.
That's me.
Relieving ourselves at work, and she got the meats.
Everybody having sex.
Oh, those are
Everybody having sex.
How much time we got? Can
I'm curious about Polly Pocket, but
we
I
have
also
zero time. Like it's 11:12.
We gotta do at least 3 of these because
this has stressed me to know.
Can we do relieving? And I'm kind of interested in she. I don't know. Whatever. I'm interested in
what Polly Pocket's about.
All right, let's do Polly Pocket first.
I have an employee who threw me a curveball after receiving their RSVP to our office's holiday party with the option to include a +1. They are polyamorous and wanted to invite all 3 of their partners with whom they share a home. So they reached out to HR and asked if they could do so. HR told them no. And then my employee asked me about it. We honestly don't have the budget for Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. I see what you was doing there. How can I tell them? How can I nicely tell them to pick one husband and make it quick? I don't have time for no back and forth.
This is a good one. This is so modern too.
I'm legally married to all my partners, and I would like them all.
You cannot be legally married to all 3 people. That is,
I am legally married to all 3 people. If you people marry anybody, and I can marry 3 people.
Polyamor. What would be the conjugation for that?
Polyamoridity.
Amoridity. There we go. You see,
go ahead, Jason.
Polyamoridity is illegal in the United States of America. So you are not legally married to people.
I am choosing to be married to both of them.
It doesn't matter what you choose.
We are turning up. These people are married to anybody.
Oh,
These people
please.
are choosing anything. And you're not about to tell me I can't have 2 lovers.
And
you
we
can't bring them to the holiday party. Like,
You can't bring them to the holiday party.
We coming.
I think
pick your
that
favorite.
I think that
and literally.
maybe in this situation, just bring a friend. Like don't make the decision harder on yourself, and definitely don't bring this to other people to make it hard on them. Just bring a friend with you, and then all the guys can stay home and they can share you over the weekend.
What you need to say, as the person right under HR, it's above my head.
HR already told you no. What am I supposed to do?
What I'm gonna do?
It's above me at this point.
It's above me.
Some people, it's their religious right to be married to more than one wife, and
we don't legally I don't care what your right. Are you?
Wait, they said this party's not a train station.
Someone said that. I'm pretty.
Y'all don't respect other people's lifestyle.
But you know what's crazy though? I think that most people are kind of afraid of somebody taking their boyfriend or girlfriend away from them. You want to bring them all to the office? Like that's bold.
No, just in case you lose one, right?
They got enough to spare. Like it's fine.
You got lovers to spare.
What that's so I got two lovers and
Let's do relieving ourselves at work.
That's just people doing what they do.
I'm a store manager at a retail shop. My boyfriend works at a gym close by. We have 3 kids at home in a 2-bedroom apartment, so there is 0 time for sex. He came over this morning before the store opened after a tough morning with the kids, and we finally had a moment to relieve ourselves at my job. In the process, my key holder entered the shop earlier than she was expected and caught us in the act. My boyfriend thinks I should fire her to avoid the embarrassment. She's a really good worker with kids, and I'm not sure if I want to punish her for coming in earlier than expected. How do I address this?
You can fire if you want to, but you're going to get a lawsuit on your head. You can't fire her. You be embarrassed and move on.
Wait. At first, I really thought that they was about to ask us for money. The way this started off, like I got 3 kids at home and a 2-bed. I'm like, you about to ask for money. The fact that you're like trying to decide if you should fire this girl or not, you don't on what grounds? Like you can't fire this.
You don't know her.
Like you're firing her because you were having sex at work. Bye.
That lady.
Here's what you need to do, so that you can keep her out of your business and you can keep that lawsuit from you. You need to give her a raise. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
And also, you have a 2-bedroom. You have a 2-bedroom. Lock the door.
Brittany said, "You the one in the wrong, doing it at work."
just imagine how crazy the boyfriend must say. Oh, you got to get rid of her.
That's what I'm thinking. Like your boyfriend is dumbish.
Kiana, girl, go to hell. If you fire the work because y'all horny and poor.
Wow, that's a good one.
Jack, how you gonna fire that girl just from be applying herself and coming early to work? Like
she's straighten up.
She's a good worker with kids. Okay,
like what?
All right, like why would you fire her? Like just
like you sound crazy.
You saw me having sex, you're fired. Like bitch, please. And there's actually somebody who's actually in charge, just the manager. You're gonna get yourself fired, dummy.
Y'all could rent a hotel room or do what y'all gotta do, but there's no sense to ruin this girl's life just because you was not gonna boobs.
They poor. They work at a gym and a retail shop.
Oh my god!
They got a meeting room, I'm sure.
For more questions, please send them to us at brotalklive.com. Y'all see how I left off that www? brotalklive.com/questions. Jason
and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
Ty, I sent you a text message earlier today with the full version of this song, trying to get clearance so we could play it on the show, but you never responded. So
I'm sorry, I was in the thick of it.
But Ty, this is another one of those. I can't open the thing that Jason sends me in public. Like this is another perfect example of it.
Classic example.
The full version of the song actually isn't that bad. It's just
are you serious? I think you need to re-listen to the full version.
It just doesn't show Jason in the most favorable light. Like it happened because you were disrespecting.
It also doesn't show you in the most favorable light. If you
it
was
you who was in the wrong.
Okay, we'll see next week. Time for Club Karen. She's back. Club Karen is back. Here we go. I think
if you need my lawyers that I use to send out cease and desist, you let me know.
I can tell everybody right now. Jason was recording a song, and I walked in and just freestyled and ruined the whole thing. That's what the whole thing is about.
Okay. That's what it's about. That's not the gist of the story.
Attorneys slap him with a cease and desist. Like I did.
We had a partnership. Jason was going independent, and I came and ruined it. It's really that simple.
Time for Club Karen.
In whatever language it is that you're speaking, okay? This is America, and you get it right the first time. You get it right the first time. Get it right the first time. Get it right the first time, okay?
I really am not an advocate for violence, but y'all have to start punching these people.
Well, let's just step to her like that. You get it right the first time.
Hop over
the door took care of it. That was the Lord.
Can I also give you all a fun fact, especially for our lighter flavored women that may be watching? America.
We don't have no.
We do. I know we do. Because I get feedback at work. America does not have an official language. It's the only country in the world with no official religion and no official language. So you all have got to relax.
I thought English was our official language.
It is not. There is no official language in America. None. Zero. And no official religion.
So we got a flag and
and
dessert and
come
no
here
language.
and make English our official language. Who would we be?
Because America's supposed to be
brain started working right there. You could see when Dex's brain just turned on right there. That was amazing.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, English. I thought English was our official language and Christianity was our official religion.
Nope, no official religion because people should be free to worship as they please.
Do what you want to do, but that's just not
As
what
you can see from our court systems, anything goes in America. So you can't tell anyone to be anything because anything goes.
What you can be is all that you can be.
With or without the yams. With or without the yams in this category. First up, we have this macaroni and cheese casserole with the yams built in. A Thanksgiving staple, efficiency. There we go. 2 for 1.
It probably tastes fine.
I don't know how down the bottom.
That seems like
all that sugar down at the bottom, Bill. You see all that brown sugar down at the bottom.
Okay, you know that leaked right through that pan. It's all at the bottom of the oven right now.
That seems like that would be difficult to make, though. How would they master that?
No, it's not. They just pour it on there when they finish with it.
Do you think this is mastered? I feel like this is just attempted. We don't know what it tastes like.
Look at let me tell you something. You can look at that macaroni in them corners and tell it ain't mastered. Okay.
I feel like it probably tastes fine, to be honest with you. That's what y'all do anyway. Y'all mash
we don't cook very well, so we know not to listen.
Y'all mash it together on a plate. You're not as good of a cook as you think you are. But anyway.
And
they
fed
So what do you put on that? You can't put salt and pepper because you don't put salt and pepper on sweet potatoes. So you can't put salt and pepper on it.
You put a pound of sugar on it like salt does.
Right. but you don't put sugar on macaroni and cheese.
Why wouldn't you? If you're going to throw yams in there, why wouldn't you?
You don't need to put additional seasoning.
Jason, can you change this photograph, please? This is sending my anxiety.
I season to taste. I don't season to the cook's taste.
I don't add additional seasoning. That's enough.
That's you. I mean, if the person that you're cooking, but I'm saying when you're cooking this, Ty, like you're not cooking it separately.
I thought they cooked the mac and cheese and then put the yams in afterwards. You think they cooked it all at once?
There's no way you can cook that at once and achieve.
I think we should go to the next picture. I really do.
Thank you. I literally said that already.
All right. Well, you want to go to the next one? Let's go to another version of creating macaroni and cheese. Here we go.
Most of us cook our baked macaronis with spaghetti noodles. Use elbows, whatever the hell you want. But this is what I'm going to use. But you're more than welcome to use whatever you want. But when I make baked macaronis, this is what I use. Got the noodles boiling. Once your noodles get done cooking, you're going to strain out your water and you're going to throw the other half a stick of butter in there. Make sure, you constantly check on your noodles and you stir them up because you don't want them to stick together. And throw in 1 egg and mix it all up. Sprinkle a little Tony's in the noodles. Just a little bit, not too much because that cheese got salt in it. So, alright, you're going to get you 1 stick of butter. I had cut it in half. Throw a half a stick of butter in your pan. You're going to pour some evaporated milk in here. I'm probably going to use maybe like half a can. If y'all know, y'all know. Government cheese, also known as commodity cheese. That's what I'm using. You're just going to cut them up into smaller pieces because if y'all know, it's hard to melt these, okay? We're going to throw some cheese in here. If it gets a little too thick after adding the shredded cheese, just go ahead and throw just a little more evaporated milk just to kind of loosen it up a little bit more. And once the cheese done melting, we're going to dump it in the pot with the noodles. Sprinkle a little bit of cheese in here. Throw it in the oven for about 5 minutes. Want everything to melt. And that's what you call baked macaronis.
But you didn't have any macaroni at all.
My girl said the government cheese. I genuinely thought government cheese was like a joke. I didn't think that was an actual block of cheese.
Real thing
that people have.
Cheese is a real thing, but I'm like, but you didn't have any macaroni. What was that? That was spaghetti.
Oh Jesus!
I truthfully was out when she said
spaghetti and cheese.
No, that was
when she said a stick of butter. Anything that calls for a stick of butter, I can't eat it. I'm good on that.
She said I cut it in half, but she still put both pieces in.
Look, what was the
point? I don't know how to make mac and cheese. So I don't know what y'all be putting.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say that stick of butter is better than what I thought she was gonna pull out a stick of margarine.
I don't know how to make baked mac and cheese. So I don't know if you
she don't either
or not.
Clearly, she don't either.
But that was baked spaghetti.
Spaghetti and cheese.
So we're gonna
with or without.
Oh, but which one was the worst though? With those two,
with or without the yams.
Look, I'll take the yams.
I will.
You gonna take the yams over that spaghetti?
I'll take the yams for sure.
I might eat them yams.
That egg was hitting. She had that. She stirred that egg up in there to thicken it on up.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that spaghetti, the baked spaghetti. That's got
man.
That's like it have to be long and like weird. I'm good.
You eat that and you dead for the rest of the day.
Dead as a doornail.
More chaotic. This scene from Rush Hour 6. Here we go. We have a car driving at an intersection.
Ooh, sorry.
Man crossing the street at the crosswalk. Ooh, car almost wears him out. Man gets out, but look at that. Look at car.
I know that's right. Drive that forward.
Wait a minute, it didn't kill the man? Is it wiped the man away?
Now the man about to cross back over the street. There go the man. Right
Hey, he was like, "Screw that! I'm getting out of
here."
That
car carried that other car.
Listen,
I love how that Jaguar just carried that guy.
When that thing swept over, I thought it killed that. I thought it swept that man clean out of here. Because watch, look, you see him, and then
whoosh,
it looked like it was over.
It did look like it was over.
You know what though?
I can't believe that car caught it though. Like what happened?
He was on his way to work, and he was like, "You know what? That's a sign."
Could you imagine being in that car, sitting there watching all this unfurl?
Yes, that would be like, let's just say some Final Destination type stuff.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call out.
Forever.
I ain't gonna make it to work today. I'm just happy to be alive.
This is gonna trigger me and Ty, maybe will, but is that more chaotic than this baby?
In the cup. No! I'll get some.
She misses that whole thing of cheese.
Oh no! You know what's crazy though? I loved it. Like I think that was.
I didn't agree with that, but why they give the baby a wine glass though?
Whew. That was tripping me out. I could not watch that. Like I was like, my brain was shutting down.
You know that was triggering because it's all the things that happened after that. Who gonna clean this up? How we gotta get more juice? Who gonna wash this baby? This baby hair done, and you got to go throw this baby in the tub. You got to wash it.
Mop that floor because it's gonna be sticky. Oh my
gosh. But did you see the baby smile and laugh? Like that's all that matters. Like I'll clean it up later, but like that baby's so happy.
The only issue I have, like we're not practicing with the wine glass.
Ron just said my husband would have already. That was me.
I loved it,
and I mean
every time I watch it, I get stressed out. Oh my gosh!
But that would be a hell of a mess to clean up, though.
All that juice.
But you know what?
The way my kitchen set up, like that juice be floating all down my basement steps, like that would be a lot.
The more she practices, though, like she'll get better and better with it, and eventually you can pour your.
Why does she?
So cute to me. I love this.
Nobody cares about this wine glass.
No, Ty. No,
I think she was just trying to show her how to pour. I get the point. It was just like you didn't have any sort of protection, like no newspaper on the floor. No towel on the table.
Babies don't get the porn around here till they at least 10 years old, okay?
Until they learn how to use them thumbs.
I'm don't let JoJo pour. She ain't doing no damn porn now.
Ain't doing no porn.
and she ain't pouring until she in first grade. Let me tell you.
JoJo don't try to pour though, because she don't play.
I think the baby was more chaotic. What about you guys?
I think the parent who recorded it was more chaotic than the child because you thought that was cute to record it and giggle and laugh at it, knowing you got to mop the floor.
And she held that camera still too. I would have been. My hand would have been in that camera.
Trimmering.
The baby was cute though, so. Oh gosh. Little chocolate.
Last but not least, who learned their lesson quicker? First up, we have. I'm not sure. Oh, we have a door knocker. Here we go.
This little girl and her family moved in probably a month ago. Ever since she moved in, she's been ding-dong ditching us with her dog in broad daylight. So I decided to try and catch her so I could scare her, and this is how it went.
That's something I would do. I think that is so precious.
Something about it, and I don't want to say exactly what it was, but it just has a lot to do with the hand. Like, really bothered me. I ain't like that. You can just ask that hand to do it anymore. Something. I ain't like
something like the hand.
Well, at least he said ding dong ditch. And not,
why are you recording my child?
What we call it in our community.
What do you call it, Jason?
Double N.
Wait, what do y'all call
NK?
it?
And NK. Bill know what I'm talking about.
What y'all call it? Say it on the show.
Nope.
I really don't know. Type it out. Let me know.
I've never heard any term but ding dong.
Starts with the N. Starts with the N and ends with the K. I'll let so the first word is the N. The second word begins with the K. I'll let you guys figure it out.
I never heard that before. Tell me what it is.
Okay. That person learned that lesson quicker than this person.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
Shit.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let the hoe get up out of here.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, baby, bitch. Go fuck it. Drag that hoe out here. Come on, make that. Drag that hoe out here. Yeah, bitch, you know, beat my motherfucking ass, bitch.
Ooh.
Drag that hoe out here.
Did they grab the fry basket and hit her?
I need to see.
I just saw that fry. Somebody grabbed that fry basket.
First of all, again, and this is another video where something about it just ain't quite right.
Like when he turned that camera on himself, it kind of bothers me. Like you think this is cute, this is funny, or whatever. Like,
Doesn't make it less funny because of who recorded it. We would have never got the footage.
You trying to be smart, trying to be funny. Like, don't try to
right. That's the problem.
I don't like that.
But I bet you she ain't jumping up in nobody else's work.
And that's the part that I love though. She jumped up through that window. Like, are you stupid?
I love that the co-workers stuck together and someone grabbed the fry basket because it was like
they whooped her tail. And somebody
really to like throw her back out the window.
They like the men in there too was like wearing her out.
You ain't gonna come in here beating my coworkers up. Because you know what's gonna happen? You know what happens if you go in there and you beat one of my coworkers up, they call it out for the rest of the day, and I gotta pick up the slack. And I'm not doing that. So if I gotta swing a few times to do less work, I'm swinging.
They took homegirl on the back. I hope she all right.
They dragged her back there to the freezer and wore her tail out.
I think one of the girls said, "Let's get this hoe out of here," or something like that.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
Shit.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let the hoe get up out of here.
Let that hoe get up out of here. So disrespectful.
That sounds like it happened to
You
me.
jumped in that window. You weren't expecting the whole shift.
And look, she jumped through that window like foot all over, like she was ready to
She
go.
cleared that window though, because she knows she can rumble.
Cleared that
You
window.
weren't expecting
Well,
that.
maybe the patron who recorded the video is just waiting on his double bacon cheeseburger or something.
Ain't happening. We'll go in there and make it. We clearly busy. Our hands are tied up.
Like you really jumped through a worker's window. Like, where's she at? Like,
Because you know,
Right here. I'm here.
People get they smart mouths in that drive-through, and you think that people won't come see you, but they will come see
It
you.
was my girl.
you came to see
Oh,
her.
you can come see me. You know what? Girlfriend said you can come see us. We right here.
I bet you won't.
And that was Jason and Company for the week.
McDonald's didn't even fire that shift. To be honest with you, they so desperate for workers. They just probably like, I've seen worse.
Time for Texas BS report.
Nice man. Yeah, I'm a nice man. I love to love 'em. I love to kick 'em. I love to shove 'em. I love to stick 'em. Love to float 'em. I love to watch 'em. I love to pick 'em. And I'm gonna kick 'em. 'Cause I'm a nice man. Yeah, I'm a nice man. Yo, that was, I love, what a time to be alive, badass Billy Gunn. What a time. Boy, what a
Two really quick fun facts. Billy Gunn at one point in wrestling later on in his career called himself the One, which is kind of where I got it from. And also, for my wedding, I did the garter belt toss to Shawn Michaels, but I was debating on between Shawn Michaels and that song.
You were going to play "I'm an Ass Man" at your wedding.
Yeah, but I decided not to. It seemed appropriate for the moment, but then I'm like, I don't know if that's appropriate.
Go for it. You should have went for it.
I think the part where I love to kick them, I love to stick them. I feel like that would have been the part where we would have lost people.
Now, when you listen to the lyrics, it's kind of like, maybe not. But Dex's BS report, I tell 3 stories. 2 of these stories are true. 1 of these stories is false. It's up to these guys, and you guys in the comments let me know what's true and what's false. Pillow fighting. All right, so apparently pillow fighting is going to be entered as a combat sport very soon. Chitterlings. A lot of people hate chitterlings on the Thanksgiving menu, but apparently chitterlings are actually going to be considered a vegan option because while they are the intestines of a pig, they're not actually meat. And then finally, there's a movie called Shazam that I'm sure a lot of you people remember or think that you remember. However, the movie never existed. And the fact that a lot of us can call back to it and think about it is actually being called the Mandela effect. And it is where a lot of people can recall an event or something that didn't actually happen. All right, guys, what's true and what's false?
Number 2 is false.
Dex, we know when you make up something stupid because it sounds like something you would say.
Right.
So
like the chitlins is something vegan because they're not actually meat. You would think that, I think, in real life. So I think
right. It's something that's a.
I do think that, and I've been thinking about that all day, y'all. Like seriously, because look, I'm like, how are you really gonna consider that meat when it's not meat? Like, yes, it comes out of a
meat. What are
but
you talking
it's
about?
not meat though, because that's like saying if you pulled intestines out of a chicken, it would be chicken, and it's not chicken. It's just
chicken.
intestines.
It is
chicken intestines.
It's chicken intestines, but it's not chicken though. It's like my
chicken.
intestines. If you pulled mine out of my body and you ate it, like you wouldn't be like, I'm eating.
You'd be a cannibal. Yes, you would.
No, I don't think so, man. I just feel like intestines are like not. Yes, it's a part of the body, but it's
like you feel like if you killed a human and ate their intestines, you'd be like, "I'm not."
Was I not spot on when I said Dex really believes this? I knew it.
Organs.
I knew it.
I think you're eating an organ. Like, I don't know. Okay.
Well, Dexter, why is that the case for anything? Like, why not? Oh, you're eating a thigh, not chicken. That's how dumb you sound.
I'm just laughing because I knew the whole time that this was something stupid that he thought. Like, it's absolutely something you
face. Like you look dumb as shit. Like your logic doesn't make sense.
Because you're eating intestines. You're not eating.
Okay, Dexter. So what if I'm eating breast, not chicken? Like that's how dumb you sound.
No,
Yeah.
That has been Dex's BS report for the week.
Yeah, that's all.
Dex's face during the last 30 seconds of his segment was just classic.
I will say though that Shazam thing though did like throw me for a loop because Sinbad is even saying that it's not a real movie. And the Mandela effect thing is a real thing that people are saying
that's not.
You know what's a fun story? It's such a Mandela effect that we talked about this 3 years ago or 4 years ago on Bro Talk, and I guess you just forgot about it.
Here's the thing though, I'm gonna find
that exact story.
I
screenshot the cover. Somebody posted like the actual VHS cover of Shazam, and I screenshot it. So I'm going to find it and send it to y'all.
It didn't exist, William. Get over
it. It did exist.
Like when black people get their hands on something, like they cannot let it go. It didn't happen.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Can you address what's on the screen right now for our podcast listeners?
I'm sorry.
LaRonda says, I get it. LaRonda says, I get it, comma, Dex, period. Organs and meat do seem extremely different. Seem. Okay. Seem. Okay.
That
you feel vindicated?
I love it. I love it when somebody has my back. I love it when somebody sees it. I feel seen, and I appreciate that.
You feel seen, you feel heard. You feel
that's
seen.
what friends are for.
Does anybody else have a seat besides Dexter?
LaRonda is one of the sweetest people in the world, so I understand why she did that.
Definitely is. Oh, I do have a seat though.
Go ahead. Go for it.
So earlier today, right? I saw this thing that Ashanti was going to be on this TV show called The Talk, which comes on CBS, right? So I turn on The Talk. I'm watching it, you know, them doing the stuff that they do or whatever to get ready to watch Ashanti go. Literally, guys, they're like R&B Grammy Award winner Ashanti, and immediately Joe Biden interrupts. He interrupts the broadcast, and he's doing like a special announcement to talk about how he's going into the oil reserves to get out new oil and stuff like this, so that the gas prices can be lowered in a couple of weeks. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate the gas prices going lower, but that could have been a tweet. So Joe Biden, you have to be seated for breaking news of that you're going to do this. I hate that he has.
That's why you're so mad. That's why you're so nasty to Joe. I see now.
Well, it's just a little ridiculous that you have nothing else going on that you got to interrupt TV shows to say like the one thing that you are finally doing. That is insane.
The one thing you're finally doing and didn't do it. You think you're about to do. Seems like it's
coming soon.
Y'all need to stop messing with my president.
You know your president's a hot man.
All right, anyone else has to?
Oh, Jason, I'll handle it. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Driver seat. I feel you. I don't have a seat. I'm good. I've had a pleasant week. I'm trying positivity this week.
I
would first. Sorry. Let me. If I'm practicing positivity, I'll give a shout out to all the people who decided at Target that they will be permanently not opening their stores on Thanksgiving. A tremendous move.
Jason, that's a seat though.
Oh, that's not a seat. I'm supporting their move.
There's a seat in there because there are actually people
dangerously close to a seat.
Yeah, but also there are people who are literally pissed, and they were adding Target that they were pissed that they're not.
Okay, well, they deserve the seat then. Yeah. But I've long been against people doing anything on Thanksgiving. I'm long against stores being open.
That boy worked one shift. He worked one retail shift on Black
I never worked on Thanksgiving, but I just always thought it was bad that people actually had to go out and be expected to be at the store at 4:00 p.m. because the store is going to open at 6 on Thanksgiving. Walmart was opening at damn 7 o'clock on Thanksgiving. That's ridiculous. Like, let people have this one day per year. You don't give them Christmas anymore because you say it's a religious holiday. At least give them something like Thanksgiving where they can have a day off, paid or not, and not have to worry about missing time with their family. It's ridiculous. Capitalism
Some
needs
people
to.
don't want to spend
It's
time
also
with
time and a
family.
half
They
for a
want
lot
to
of
get that
people.
time and a half, and will
Yeah.
prefer.
That's fine. If you don't want to spend the time, if you don't want to spend the time at home, I understand. You can go and do DoorDash or whatever you got to do to get your little coins. But I just don't think it's right to have a whole store open because you want to work. Like
Then
that's,
go.
a lot of people didn't have the choice to take off on
We
Thanksgiving.
took a day off, so
It's not like an optional thing where like you had a choice for the people who wanted to.
This is America. All I hear is wine, wine, wine.
Yes, I have the right to wine.
Oh, not I have the right. Y'all love
it's in my
I have the right. Okay,
Love to
Karen,
say it.
move on.
Love having
Since
the
it's
right to do
America.
something.
Since it's America. Thank you.
We get it right the
All right,
first
next.
time. The Pilgrims worked hard on Thanksgiving, and so should you.
Okay.
And so did Columbus.
Okay, then. Okay. I'm moving on. This show's over.
Are we done?
We're done with seats. Next.
Did I just ruin seats? What happened? What happened?
Y'all all ruined it. Everybody's comments ruined it. Everyone.
Okay.
Except me.
Mine wasn't a seat. Mine was supposed to be for positivity, but you know that's what happens. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the very last minutes of Talk. It's very late, and we appreciate you guys sticking through it with us. One more day till Thanksgiving. Do you guys have any shout outs to give?
Absolutely. All those people who have donated thus far. We are still taking your donations until December 6th. Because I've asserted myself as the official offering collector. Okay. I'm expediting the offering. So
happy birthday to my Aunt Kim as well. Today is her birthday.
Also, happy birthday to Dylan and Tasha, who are supporters of the show as well.
Oh, awesome.
Happy birthday to the one and only Joel.
Oh, happy birthday to Joel.
Happy birthday, Joel.
What happens like 9 months from today? Like, what is Valentine's Day? Are these Valentine's Day babies?
They are Valentine's Day babies.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering why so many people had birthdays around this time. Congrats.
Yeah.
All right, that's what it is. Happy birthday to all the Valentine's babies out there. Eat your as much as you want. Don't listen to Dex. Eat your macaroni and cheese and your yams together if you would like, or your spaghetti with cheese sauce.
Well, Joelle particularly wasn't a Valentine's Day baby. She was a hard day after work baby.
Hey, that's a bit nice.
For Dex, for Jason, this has been another Talk Live. Yeah.